Hitler was a joke until he wasn't. I'm not playing games on this app anymore. I don't care if this gets censored. I'm not calling him the mustache man. Hitler was a joke until he wasn't. And I know that because my Jewish grandmother lived through Nazi Germany, and yes, I'm pro-Palestine. I'm not going to play those games either. The reason I raise this, though, is that my grandmother used to tell me age-appropriate stories about her time in Nazi Germany. One of the things that always struck me about those stories is that she would talk about the fact that people laughed at Hitler. He was a joke. He was somebody to make fun of until he did things that made them stop laughing. And she would tell me stories like she was, the only Jewish kid in her class, and every morning they had to say a pledge of allegiance to Mr. Hitler, and her teacher would very kindly tap her on the shoulder and say, Marie, you don't have to do this. And that was already happening in 33, 34 because people knew. They knew what Hitler was doing. They knew who he was attacking. And then that same teacher, who was a math teacher, used to do these kind of jokey math things making fun of Mr. Hitler. And that math teacher would do these jokey little math problems that would be like, if Mr. Hitler fails to sell more copies of his autobiography this week, and he forces more bookstores to carry it so it looks like it's selling, and each bookstore receives, you get the idea. And it was this idea of laughing at him. And what my grandmother said was, there came a point when it became clear it was time to stop laughing. And that is the place that the United States is at right now. And I knew 10, 11 years ago when people were laughing at Trump, that was the thing that kept going round and round in my head. He's funny until he makes you stop laughing. I don't think I'm saying anything groundbreaking. I don't think I'm saying anything new, but I think it is somewhat shocking and surprising to remember. People didn't take Hitler seriously the whole time. To some extent, being ridiculous was how he got away with things for as long as he did. If you are still making memes, if you are still making it into jokes, including ice slips on ice, if you are laughing, you are missing what is happening right now. He was funny until he made you stop laughing at him. You shouldn't be laughing right now.
This is why history is very important. If we don't learn from our mistakes, we're doomed to repeat.